good morning, a really good morning. I love it. I love it. Put on the subdued lipstick. What do you think? Not bad. Not bad. Oh, my hair is kind of going frizzy now. Oh well. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. So it is. So it is. Welcome everybody. Thank you for all who participated in my uh little thing on Facebook and on Instagram where the first 10 people receive readings, a one card reading. So thank you everybody for doing that. Today I was going to do the $10 readings, $10 for a mini reading. So, but that's fine. I've been so busy today with not only doing the readings, the mini readings for people, where on Facebook and on Instagram, that I totally forgot about today being Friday. Plus, I had some clients that I had today. I'm enthralled because that's what I love. I love being this busy and doing readings and just connecting with people. It is, I don't know, I just love it. That's my life. When I'm not busy, when I'm not doing this, I just, it gets me, I feel very low. Because I want to help. I want to do something. And then I feel like I'm not being active. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I self-doubt everything that I do. And I'm thinking, oh my God, should I be doing this? And then all of a sudden I'm busy. That's just the way it works. My goal this year is really taking a new active awareness, I guess. I wrote it in my blog and I was quite sometimes when I write things, I don't realize what I write till after I write it. 'Cause I'm just like, and I go off, um, which is so me. Sometimes I think, as my mother says, your hair is who the way your hair is the way that your mind goes. So there you guys go. There's my mind. So in our journey towards achieving true success, it is vital to redefine what wealth means. And that's what my 2024 is going to be all about. My 2024 is going to be with my classes, and what I want to teach this year is really wanting to look at wealth in a new way. Because everybody defines their wealth, well, not everybody, but majority of the world defines wealth by how much money is in your bank account, and having so much money in your bank account. But it's not just the financial gains, it's about enriching our lives with love, authenticity, and abundance. And that, when I was looking at doing my shadow to light workshop, that's what it was. That really defines what my shadow to light workshop was all about, or is all about. It is about moving into where a mindset of what true wealth is, because at the end of the day, you could have millions and millions of dollars in the bank, which is absolutely fabulous. I mean, absolutely fabulous to have that. But it's also having the friendship, having the connections, being a part of a community. Many times we see so well-to-do people or movie stars and that they they're into drugs and alcohol and weird kind of shit. And because they're sourcing, this is going back to your spiritual self. This is going back to that spiritual being, having something that is at your core. And this is part of what 2024 is, where I said 20, I mentioned that this year was about financials and being about financials. Yeah, 2024 is going to have the financial aspect, definitely, because Jupiter will be coming to the end of Taurus with Uranus there. And it's going to make some really crazy explosions happen there within the financials. But you also got to look at what Taurus is all about. Taurus is about values and what you value, what you care about, what is important to you. And this is really going to come to the core of things. And we're going to start seeing so much that people have been fighting about coming to a huge conclusion. I saw a TikTok viral that went viral. And this is sort of like just watching the three. young people in that restaurant refusing to allow a woman who is Jewish to go to the bathroom. And I thought, wow. Wow, and it was, basically blaming her for everything that's happening in the Middle East just because that's who she is. So that's like saying, "Oh, you're black, so all black, it's your fault that this has happened to my child because he bought drugs from a black person or whatever, or you're Filipino, this is what." It's bizarre, and it's a mind fuck, right? And this is where you're going to find where people's values and connections and coming together are going to be so so important in this coming year, and how people who are going to be brazenly awakened in ways and get like I'm going to say swift kick up the ass, right? This is where when if you see that it's all over TikTok and stuff like that. Now it's made onto mainstream media news. They didn't get fired, which to me is appalling, especially the one boy. I just want to his snideness, his stupidity, his uneducation of history just blows my mind. Plus they're wearing masks, which really, I don't know. People who wear masks just annoy the fuck out of me. I don't know about you guys, but it just annoys the fuck out of me. I'm sorry if I offended anybody there, but I'm sorry. If you're young and you're wearing a mask, like, why? Why? What kind of statement are you trying to make? What is that? What is that? Oh, I don't want to catch anything. Like, get over yourself. What are you trying to prove? Anyways, getting off topic here. But seeing that, this is where we are going to be in 2024. I want to delve deep into the intertwined relationships between love, genuine self expression, and prosperity. Genuine self expression means that you're coming in with your genuine self, your true self of who you are, and not being, I don't know, a flake, a weirdo, coming in your genuine self-expression, not just being you, It's like watching I was gonna say the 60-year-old. Hello. Um, but, who wear their authentic clothes because that's what they love to wear. They're not wearing it because, "Oh, I wanna make a statement and this is what I wanna wear." They're wearing it because I really love this purple jacket, or I really love wearing this hat and it makes me look sexy. That's genuine self-expression. It's not coming in that, "I'm wearing a mask because I think I'm gonna protect everybody, and that's just the way I'm gonna do it." No, that's not genuine self-expression. That's just being an idiot. Sorry, I know. This is why sometimes I get shadow banned all the time because my mouth just rambles on about shit, and I get into big trouble. But that's part of what 2024 is going to be. 2024 is going to bring in a huge awareness for people and awakening in many ways. And as we go from 2024 to 2025, all the way to at least, well, beyond 2027, this is going to be where, again, the awakening, the awareness, the like, holy shit, was I wrong, or holy shit, was I ever right kind of thing. Um, where many will see that the propaganda that has been beseeched upon people has been like, the propaganda has been horrific, and how you've fallen into that. And this is where it's like, not to be guilty about it, not to, but it's when you admit the awareness that you need to have in order to go forward, that's a huge thing. That's why in 2024, we wanna start building the basis. Oh, coffee. Oh, I love coffee. You guys all know I love coffee. So in a snapshot, this is what I want to start to propose for 2024. Cultivating love as a magnet for abundance. Learn how to dissolve barriers that prevent us from fully receiving and giving love. By nurturing love within ourselves, and we can attract greater prosperity and build meaningful connections. When we break down the barriers and actually have a conversation with a person, and actually be able to just to discuss things. I mean, when I had my for my birthday, and I had some beautiful people here, and it was so wonderful because you could have those discussions, right? I was, sat back and I was listening to everybody, and everybody was having these wonderful discussions and these great connections. And that's what you want to build. And it's not necessarily that you agree with everybody, but that you have the respect enough to hear what they have to say because they're speaking to you in such a loving way. They're speaking to you with an understanding and respect of where you are at. I may not like everything that everybody says, and, which is kind of true, but having that respect for it, that is so important. That's, where that movement, that love, because love has no boundaries. True love, true love. And there is no definition for love. It's very hard to define what love is. But when you think about it, in many aspects of love, it has no boundaries. That means you're going to accept those who are crazy and weird and abstract and what have you. And that's great. It's not, if you don't agree with it, it's not shoving it down your throat so that you have to believe this. This is embracing authenticity for wealth beyond money, discovering how stepping into our authenticity self can unlock the doors to abundance in various life aspects and not just financial. When you do that, when you step into that, you're coming out to utilize the privilege for greater good and understand how having an abundance of resources can empower you. When you start really working on that type of abundance, you find how the alignments just start coming in for you. And it's like you're not even trying. So, because you're focusing on the heart center, and we want to reshape our life's narrative and how we want to step into this world and how we want to coexist with other people. You know, there's a billion people on this planet, a billion, and that's still, with a billion people, there's a billion different ideas, there's different billion different belief systems. And I think that makes that fascinating because that brings in new and cultivated ways of looking at things that you may not even have looked at before. And I find that to be enterprising, exciting, and enticing. And that's where I feel for 2024 what we need to really look at. The Christmas season is the season of the light and bringing that light in and being aware of the baddies, That's what I'm calling them right now. I'm calling them the baddies. Be aware of those baddies, right? 7 billion people. Isn't that beautiful? Be aware of those baddies, and it's just and you're seeing how they want to get into destroying things. I think Charlene sent me a thing about apple cider vinegar, and Gates bought part of apple cider vinegar and he wants to use his apples, which are, you know, there was a comment that she made that apples don't last past 4 months. I would beg to argue with her. If they're in a cold space, they do, because the apples you receive, I used to pick apples. Um, um, that you can put them in cold storage and they do last for quite some time. So apples do last a long time. They're hard fruit. Hard fruit lasts long, just like pears. Soft fruit doesn't last very long. So that's why it has to be consumed or canned right away, because it will not last like 3 or 4 months. You won't have cherries lasting for 3 or 4 months because it's a soft fruit and bacteria can break into it very easily. There you go. But you have where, the baddies want to come in and they want to manipulate and control what it is that you eat, what you say, what you be, what you do. And, maybe right down to how you dress. Maybe they don't like the way that you have your hair. Maybe your hair is too wild and crazy, or maybe it's too purple or green, whatever it is. But this is where it's coming into, as I was explaining, a year that wants to journey into a intertwined relationship between love and genuine self-expression, where to cultivate in this about achieving what is true success within ourselves and within the world around us. And I feel that is so, so important. So, so important. It is going to be a very unique time in our lives. That's the best way of putting it. As we step forward each and every day. We have a new moon that's coming in, and I'm excited about this new moon. I haven't been excited about too many moons this year, but this moon is bringing in some excitement. There's joy. There's some real positive aspects to this moon. It's overcoming. The thing is, it's overcoming an expectation that you think it needs to be a certain way. That's going to be the key with this moon. If you have an expectation, it has to be this way, it has to look this way. We have to have the perfect tree, the perfect this and the perfect that, and this isn't right, that isn't right. You've missed the point of this moon. This moon wants you to embrace and celebrate the uniqueness, your individuality, your creativity, and ascend to your higher self. Because your higher self sees you as a beautiful, enlightened, loving, caring being that shines brightly. And embracing that within ourselves with this new moon is going to help us all as a collective and as individuals to endure what life has to unfold in front of us in the next coming months. So, yeah, it's a fabulous time right now. I really feel the energies right now, and when the universe opens up this energy to embrace it, man, embrace it, go with it, run with it. I mean, yeah, okay. The moon's in Scorpio and same with Venus, but even with that, even with that, even with that, it's still getting us to look at our boundaries and look at what we are afraid to look at within our own lives. And that's important. Are you afraid to look at something? Is there something there that scares you that you really need to sort of break down and take a deeper look at oneself? You know? That's the whole thing, is like sometimes we're very afraid to really look at what we need to within our own self, right? And this energy that's coming forth, especially with this new moon, is having us to really, yeah, all right. If I don't have a large palace, but I can make it a palace, right? I may not have all of this and that, but what I have can be even greater than that. So there you guys go. I just wanted to come in and touch base with you. It's Friday. It's a beautiful day. It's snowing out here, though. It's snowing. And drive safe out there. There's 200 accidents yesterday. It floors me. Although, I mean, we've had such good weather that as soon as it snows, people, I don't know, they get stupid. So just to let you know, we're not into winter yet. We're still into fall. Winter comes in December, and December 21st, we'll have the winter solstice. Know that it snows, people. It snows, especially here in Alberta. That's where we live, or if anywhere in Canada, except if you live in Penticton. Many times we had a green Christmas in Penticton. It doesn't really, it snows, but it doesn't snow as much as it does here. So, anyways, y'all have a fabulous day. May the Lord and Lady watch over you and bless you in all that you say and all that you be and all you do. Tomorrow evening, I am going to have happy hour. So I'm going to do a happy hour tomorrow evening. And so tomorrow evening at around, let's go for 6:30 tomorrow evening, we're going to have happy hour. So tomorrow evening, we're going to have happy hour. And so if you'd like to join me, I will be live doing the happy hour and just have a talk, just to talk the shit of the week. That's all, So have a blessed one, and we will see you tomorrow. All right. Have a blessed one. Bye-bye.